Hello everybody, this is Jake from Boca Bearings here today. Today we're going to be installing bearings on this Abu Garcia Black Max 3. We have a set of our orange seal ceramic bearings. It's going to be a pretty quick install. You should see awesome results with these orange seals. So first, we're going to go ahead and lock that, spin the spool. So that looks like what we're getting from stock bearings. Definitely not too bad. So where we're going to start with this one, this little pin here, you're going to pull this and turn the end plate. It's going to go up and pull right out. So you will have one bearing here, and then you will have another bearing here. So we will do the end plate bearing first. What I have for this, for the little C-clip, I have a pair of tweezers. So the best way to go ahead and get this done, hold it with one finger and pry up, and that is it. C-clip is out. Go ahead and put that right there. So now you're going to want to go ahead and pull this bearing out carefully. Alrighty, first bearing is out. Should look like this. I had previously wiped all the oil off. Don't forget that with the orange seal ceramic hybrids, these bearings are lube dry, so there's no lube, no oil. Any lube or oil will actually slow them down, and we want the highest performance that we can obtain from these. So give me one quick sec, get the whole kit out for you. Alrighty, so the first one, go ahead, pull it from the pack. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, take this first bearing, just pop it right in there. Grab your C-clip, like so. And then, if I can get this on camera as best as I can, I always put the corner in first, hold it so that it doesn't fly away, and then with whatever you use to pry it out, just push it right back down in, and you're all set on that one. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the spool bearing. So the spool bearing has a spool pin, which is where our spool pin pliers come in handy. These come directly from us. They're a super awesome tool. It has a little pin here to push the pin out, as well as areas to push the pin back in when you're going to go ahead and install those back in. So, something I always suggest to do if my phone wants to focus and be nice, which it's not doing for me, you want to mark the top. So if you see right here, there's a tiny little black mark. I don't know if you can see it. There's a tiny black mark right at the top that I made with a permanent marker. So you want to mark which way the pin goes in, not really which way it's coming out. You want to mark where it goes in, so you know for when the pin is larger on one side and then smaller on the other, that you know that this side is where it goes back in, and then you push it back in. So what you're going to do is we'll take the spool pin pliers, flip it over here. We'll go ahead and set the pin right in that little notch right there. And if I can do this while recording it, that'd be awesome. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead, there's the pin. I'm gonna go ahead and carefully push down. And that pushes the pin out. Okay, be careful, don't lose your pin. Pin's right here. So now this second bearing slides right off. And we're gonna take our other bearing, I believe, yep, this one. This is the bigger one. I'm gonna go ahead, pull this out, slide that right down there. And as you can see, you already have a super nice spin. I don't know if you can hear it, but that sound is very calming. It's a super nice sound. That's how you know you have a really nice flowing bearing. So I'm gonna find my mark, which is right there. I'll go ahead, take my pin, and we're gonna put the pin back inside the hole. Oh, without losing it, very carefully. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, you're gonna find your mark, which mine is right there at the top. I don't know if you can see that. You're gonna take the small end of the pin and put it right back into where it goes. And then you'll take the other side of the pliers, these two right here, and you're gonna go ahead, turn it over, and then essentially push the pin in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the second slot. So right there, boom, pin's right back in. Now you're all set with this one. So we're gonna go ahead, push this one back in, put the spool in, lock this up, make sure it's functioning as normal, and let's test her out. Totally night and day difference. There is a little bit of a difference in the audio. The lube dry ceramic hybrids are going to be just a tiny bit louder, just due to them being lube dry, which is totally okay. Definitely not an issue, won't scare the fish away or anything like that. So the next one we have is, this is a kit, not just the spool, it actually comes with the tension knob as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this cap off. All right, so we are back. And again, this is gonna be the third and final bearing for this reel. Another C-clip. Again, make sure you keep your finger there, and whatever you're prying it out with, just do it carefully. So it's gonna be right in there. The tweezers I'm using are not the best right now. I'm not sure why. Oh, okay, there we go. Popped right out. Okay, there's the C-clip. Looks like there was a little gunk in there. That's okay. So now, boom, bearings right out. No problemo at all. So we're gonna take the third and final bearing for this install, which is our third orange seal ceramic hybrid. We're gonna go ahead and pop that down in there. You can push it down a little bit, just be careful. And then we're gonna go ahead and again, take our C-clip and carefully push it back in. And it's back in. So then we'll just take our end cap. for the tension knob. Put it back on. And you are all done. So that right there is an install for a Abu Garcia Black Max 3. Super nice. It's insane the difference between OEM bearings and the orange seal ceramic hybrids. So if you guys have any questions, definitely feel free to ask. If you're interested, give us a call, no problem. You can always ask for me. All right, guys, see you next time.